The New York City Subway contains a total of 472 stations, 665 miles of revenue track, with 28 services. Among them, the IT Flushing Line, aka the 7 train, is the one I fear the most. In today's video, I will discuss why the 7 train is my favorite line and is arguably the best line in the entire New York City subway system. The IRT Flushing Line's origin can be traced back to the Steinway Tunnel between Grand Central and Vernon Boulevard Jackson Avenue, opening on June 22, 1915. The line was extended to Hunters Point Avenue and then Queensboro Plaza in February and November of 1916. At this point, it was known as the IRT Queensboro Line. The line was extended to Albertis Avenue in 1917, to 111th Street in 1925, to Willis Point Boulevard in 1927, and finally to Main Street in January of 1928. Meanwhile, the line was also extended westwards from Grand Central, reaching 5th Avenue in 1926 and Times Square in 1927. The most recent extension was in September of 2015, when it was extended from Times Square to 34th Street Hudson Yards. And that makes up the current IRT Flushing Line, aka 7 train route, from 34th Street Hudson Yards in Manhattan to Flushing Main Street in Queens we know today. With the history out of the way, let's talk about the reasons that make the 7 line so great. First of all, the 7 train has a line all to itself, meaning no interlining. On many other lines in New York City, multiple services share the same pair of track, typically in the core section. This means there are mergers at certain points that could cause delays, and capacity is split between these services. The 7 train, on the other hand, has tracks all to itself, giving it full track capacity. You may say that 7 Local and Express share tracks west of 33rd Street. However, that is a split between Local and Express services on the same line, instead of services that have different destinations. And for the rest of the line, Local and Express each gets their own dedicated track. While full track capacity is great, what makes it even better is CBTC signaling. CBTC stands for Communication-Based Train Control. The 7 line received CBTC signals back in 2019. This allows service on the line to be more frequent and reliable. During rush hour, trains on the 7 could run extremely close together, at 2-minute headways during the busiest times. Another feature of the 7 train that makes it so great is express service. Although express service can be seen all across the system, it is still something that adds points to the 7. I remember the countless time taking the 7 express train during rush hour and how fast it could take me from Manhattan to Flushing. The greatness of the 7 train does not end here. The places the 7 serves and the land use along the 7 train is also what leads to its success. In Manhattan, the 7 train connects major destinations like Times Square and Grand Central. Both are major transit hubs with tons of useful transfers or connections. The 7 also serves the transit-oriented development known as Hudson Yards on the west side of Manhattan, which is a great example of what to put on top of and next to transit stations. In Queens, the 7 train runs through densely populated neighborhoods including Long Island City, Sunnyside, Woodside, Jackson Heights, Corona, and Flushing. The line also serves Citi Field Stadium, home to the New York Mets, Billie Jean King National Tennis Center, location for the U.S. Open, and Flushing Meadows Corona Park. All are destinations that attract tons of riders. The density and major destinations along the line is fundamental to its high ridership, allowing it to become one of the busiest lines in the New York City subway system. Imagine the 7 train running through a sea of single-family homes surrounded by huge parking lots and highways. The line may not be as successful as it is today. And that gives you the reason why the 7 train is my favorite line and is perhaps the best train in the New York City subway. The day this video goes out marks the 120th anniversary of the New York City subway, and this video is made to appreciate the century-old system that keeps New York City moving. What do you think about the 7 train and which line is your favorite? Tell me in the comments below. If you want to see more videos about public transit, check out this playlist, where there are a ton of them. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in that playlist.